Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am your host, and just like we do each morning, we'll be watching these two columns. This is our momentum indicator, and it's measuring percent change in the current candle. And once that fires up, we hope to see a volume spike with this indicator right beside it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but anyhow, once we see it, I will click on it. And we come over to the current bar volume and make sure there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is this number needs to really be flowing, not just dormant or stop like it is now. Once we see a good battle going on, this is the current candle, which is right here. Once we see a good battle going on, we want to come down here to this indicator, which is the RG Dominator Master. And we want to see tall bars, green bars, coming in above this yellow line, which is the average volume line. Once we see that happen, you'll see the price rise up. Once the price stops rising, I will mark a resistance level like so. The price pulls back, and I will mark a support level because it finds support here for the next run up. If you are a beginning trader, you want to plan your entries down here. Don't chase the green candles or you could get stung. But we don't get into a trade unless we have these tall green bars, and this is the my blessing indicator. We want to see the buyers coming in. The green part of this line is buyers. These are the sellers, the red part. So doing it really quick, we watch for a momentum indicator to start rising. We see a spike. We currently check the bar volume and make sure we have a big battle going on. It's not a certain number. It's just good volume flow. You'll see the price rising. We check that we have green bars, and this indicator is moving up before we make our decision to get in or not. If you are new here, do not trade off of my live streams. My live streams are sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. I am also not a financial advisor. Reach out to the proper authorities before you use any of my indicators, take any of my advice. Just make sure you reach out to the proper authorities. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I'm also a coder. I have built all of these indicators. They're all tied into each other to give us the best chance of making money. But I am not a professional financial advisor, so make sure you reach out to the proper authorities. Make sure that your active trader is set to EXT on your time in force. And I spoke to quite a few people over the weekend. If you joined us this morning on YouTube, thank you for showing up. I think you're going to like what you see, providing we have a good Monday start. And good morning to all the premium members on Discord and everyone on YouTube, including the new viewers. And I'm a little bit under the weather. I think I'm fixing to get the bug. My ears are popping. I'm coughing. My nose is running. I've got it under control, I think, but we'll see how it goes. So you might see a little bit of mic muting whenever it attacks me. We have about 1 minute to go before the bell rings at 6 o'clock. Of course, there's no bell. I don't know why I keep saying that. But at 6 o'clock, the market turns on for pre-market session. We don't go chasing stocks. They will pop up right here. Those are the ones we will play. I won't give you an exact entry and exit point. That's going to be up to you, but I will call it out on the chart. Sometimes I do say I'm getting in here and I'm getting out here. But don't use my words as your decision to buy or sell. It becomes quite obvious. If you show up here every morning, you will learn that you really don't need me to tell you when to get in and get out. About 8 seconds to go. Good luck to everyone. PETZ, let's see where it goes. We're turning red this morning, so be careful. Volume's nicely running on this one. Pushing up for a few pennies. I will not be playing this stock. It's not paying enough for me to get in. It's only paying a few pennies each time it moves. We're watching the buyers coming in right here. Nice tall green dominator bars. This indicator's pointing north. That's the correct position. Not going anywhere very fast. Pulling back down. These are sellers coming in. This is your main indicator you want to watch here. If you get into a trade, you hang on until you start seeing sellers appear here, which will be the red part of these bars. More buyers coming in. We need this bar to grow. We don't just jump in because we see a green bar. Price pulling back slightly. Never forget to keep watching over here. You don't want to miss a good one on this side while we're trying to determine if this is going to go up or not. Looks pretty weak. Let's take a look at Napa. This could be a buyout offer. It may not go anywhere past this point. Waiting for a stock to pop up over here. SRFM moving around, but not really drawing any attention towards me. The volume is quite low. Starting to look like a typical Monday start. Everybody recovering from the weekend, trying to get back in the groove. CHSN, this is a Chinese stock. You got to be very careful with this stock. It jumped all the way up to $40 last week and dropped all the way back down to about 12. Don't let them trap you. Chad Napa's buyout offer is probably not going anywhere. Had you been in it before it spiked up, you'd have made a lot of money, but we weren't in it. PETZ finding a few buyers. And yes, if you're noticing my red candles are going up, this is the master scalper indicator. They're red and going up because this indicator and this indicator and this indicator are all tied together. And if they're not in sync with each other, you'll see red candles going up or green candles going down. It's a warning that this stock could turn around. If you've never done scalping before, we try to plan an entry, buy a few hundred or a few thousand shares if you're me. Let it run up for a couple of minutes or maybe 30 seconds. It doesn't matter to me what the time frame is. Rake in the profits and get out immediately. If you get into a stock and it doesn't go your way, immediately get out. Don't even think about holding on. Just get out and try again. Occasionally you will see these white arrows popping in. These are pullback indicator arrows. That means the stock was selling off. The buyers came back in to drive the price up. The price sells off again. The indicator picks it back up. And it runs up again. So these white arrows are truly a good entry point. If you buy one of these and it doesn't work out, immediately get out and buy the next one. The odds of this putting you in profit is about 70%. Sometimes 60, don't hold true to that 70, but the odds are a lot greater than they are wrong. Good job, Terry. I never even seen LASE pop up on my scans. Good job, Chad. Retired 30. I think there is a scan for bottom feeders or something like that, or stocks that have fallen. This is probably another buyout offer. VSTO. Slow start for the morning. Not the activity I was hoping for. So enjoy your coffee as we wait on another stock to possibly take off on these two columns. Napa has a white arrow, but it's not going to go far. Let me get rid of my previous indicator lines. SoFlo, I do have a gap and run scan, but it doesn't run in PreMarket. And Solo, I'm a coder. I code my own scans. This is my momentum indicator here, and this is my volume spike indicator. Those are the two we are using. You are welcome. Pretty slow this morning for a Monday. Last week was a pretty rough week for us, but we did continually pull profits out of the market each morning. So we were blessed. Hopefully this week will end up the same way. Doc, I'm using the pre-market one and I'm sorted by Momo. So I clicked here to set it, to sort it. That's maybe why your stocks aren't matching mine. If you click the title name up here, it'll sort by momentum. Well, are we going to get a play this morning? One or two? Hopefully we'll get blessed. If you're unfamiliar with this magic scan, or if you're new here, this scan will list all of the stocks that have moved in the last 30 minutes. And it's blank this morning, so that tells you how slow the morning is. So when we get a runner up here, it will appear down here and it'll stay in there for 30 minutes, or it may stay all day if it continues to move all day. LASE, they're telling me. Let me see. LASE poking its head above water. I'm going to zoom in a little tighter so we can keep an eye on it. This is the 34 EMA. It's a moving average over the last 34 bars of the stock. So it's currently trending down. It came up off a bottom over here. That's why a few of the investors made money. We're breaking above the 34 now. It needs to hold it, but we need this volume number to really come in strong, and we need green bars above the yellow line here. We want to know that they're very interested in buying it, and we want to join them when they do. It's paying good money, about 25 cents per number. In this case, 50 cents per number. So watch the spread up here. Once the market makers find this stock, they'll probably raise the spread quite high. So if this indicator is red, you'd better think twice before you get in. It could cost you money. That may look like a short candle, but that's probably about 30 cents. Just not enough volume for me to throw some money at it yet, but it seems to be picking up. I want to see these bars get above that yellow line. That tells me more than average people are willing to buy this stock. I don't like them moving this slow. I want to see a battle, not just a few people coming in now and then. We are getting some buyer interest now. Need another green bar taller than this one. Looks like the buyers may be coming on board. Could be some good money to be made here. It's going to be up to you if you want to get in or not. We do have the setup, but under low volume. Continuing to push up. Nice tall green bar here. That's about $1 candle gained right here had you bought into it down here. I did not trade this stock yet. Good job, Greg B. Good job, Terry. Good job, Samian. When you hear me say good job, these are traders making money. Good job, up 2 cents. Good job, Terry. So far, Terry's made over $2,000 on this stock. He played it back here. Did not show on my scanner, so I was not aware it was moving. If you're unaware of how ThinkorSwim scans work, they are 3 to 5 minutes delayed, but we trade in a group. So this scan may refresh before somebody else's, or their scan may refresh before mine. So we have members on the premium side posting stock picks. If they don't see them on my chart, they see them on theirs, and they share the stock symbol with us. That pretty much eliminates this delay. So some profit taking going on. It's drifting back slowly. Could be another run up here. I'll go ahead and mark resistance. So if you've been here for a while and you played this stock, and let's just say you bought 500 shares, you could have made 500 bucks right here in this one candle very easily. If you bought 1,000, you could have made $1,000 here. And it wasn't real volatile. It wasn't jumping all over the place. It would have been an easy, smooth trade. They're not all like that, so don't get me wrong, but this one was pretty mild. Good job, Milo, $812. Philly Will, $560. CB, $45. Terry, $21.55. Greg B, $4.95. Terry again for $1,000. Doc Watson, $225. You guys are knocking it out of the park this morning. Stone Cold, those white arrows were some really tough coding for me. They are monitoring buyers and sellers and volume spikes. They're monitoring just pretty much everything you see on the screen. And when it determines the buyers are increasing after a pullback, it will trigger a white arrow. That is the simple explanation. So under low volume conditions, we didn't trigger a white arrow right here or here. We have to have the buyers also. That kind of protects us from getting in on a stock that has low volume. So this stock may not be done. It's in a break. It didn't attract other buyers. It did attract a few, and they were probably mostly you guys. Good job, YouTube. YouTube takes 20 cents a share. He's over on the YouTube side. Volume on this stock is so low, it's not triggering on my momentum scanner or my volume spike indicator. That may be why it's not pulling up on my scanner. LASE seems to be the only stock creeping up off the bottom this morning. We haven't had a play, not a good play yet. Surely one will come. Patience is key in scalping. You have to wait on the right trade to happen. Usually at the top of the hour is when the company will release news or something happens that triggers the stock to move. But we have seen them at weird times, 620, 640, 645. We just have to be patient and wait. All right, let me check my scan, see if ThinkorSwim is holding me back. I'm going to move it to another scan for now. And then go back to it and see if it refreshes. Still stuck on Napa. I think they're working. I don't know why Napa's up there, but we'll figure it out. I believe they're working. I just think it's too slow to trigger another stock. So everybody else says that Napa's at the top of their scan as well. I'm going to have to say mine's working. Doc, maybe it's yours that's not working. While nothing's moving, try rebooting ThinkorSwim. Good morning, Pancho. Well, enjoy your coffee. It's a slow Monday. Good thing we had this play here for a lot of you investors. All right, we have a stock here, $34 a share, SRRK. Let's see what the buyers do with it. We've had two previous green bars. Currently pulling back a little. It did gap up from down here around $7. This could be a buyout. I don't know yet. Let's see what happens. That's a pretty big gap from $7 to 35. I'm going to suspect it's probably a buyout offer, or it could be a pump and dump. Yeah, the spread is extremely high. You don't want to get up in a stock when it's $1. Actually, I don't like getting in them when they're over 9 cents. So if you bought 1,000 shares and this is $1, you're going to be negative $1,000 right from the start. So you don't want to pull the trigger when we have a high spread. And if you don't know what the spread is, it's the difference between the bid and the ask. This would be the bid price. This would be the ask price. You can see it jumping from 28 to 29 or whichever the difference may be. So if you subtract these two numbers, that would be your spread. And if you don't know what the bid and the ask is, this is the number they're asking for it. When you buy it, this is what the buyers are willing to pay. So they're bidding it. This is what they want, but this is what they're bidding. RIME, a cheaper stock, bouncing around. Currently taking profit. These are sellers. Let's see if we get a green bar in here now. It didn't drop very far. I'll go ahead and mark resistance on it to see if buyers come back in by a big green bar coming in, or do they just continue to sell? Wow, Vin, you hit that one hard at 15,000 shares. Vin is the first one that posted this stock. I saw it later. He profited 1.7. That would be 1,700. So he says he got in when the news came out, and that was down in here somewhere. Good job, Vin. I'm really shocked you got in and out with 15,000 shares, but I guess volume was high at that point. Says he got in at 60 cents. That was down here. Right, right in here. Good job, brother. Looks like we're waking up a little bit now. Starting to see some minor spikes come in. You can see right here Napa and LASE is in the magic scan. If these two continue to move, they will stay there. If this one continues to move, it's probably going to join the list. See you later, Vin. He's happy with his profits, got to take the kids to school. So have a blessed one. Hope to see you later. This is that Chinese stock. I said be cautious. If you can time it right, the risk is high. If you get in, the risk is even higher. It could drop flat on its face. Watched several videos on this stock over the weekend, and they all call it a trap. So just be careful. Volume is very low on this stock, but yet it's moving great profits. That's what triggers me off to be cautious. When you have a very low volume stock gain over $1 a share, that should throw a red flag in front of you. That's what a buyout offer looks like. If you've never seen one before, they just sit there flat until the offer is either denied or accepted. RIME breaking out above that resistance level now. Buyers coming in. We're watching this green bar. We need them to break above that yellow line. Like to see this green bar taller than the previous. That tells me there's more buyers coming in. There we go. Pushing up now to 83 cents. Got a white arrow play here. Hopefully it'll keep going. So we pulled back. The buyers started coming in. The indicator picked up on it. We're watching this bar here. If we see red, that may be profit taking. There's the red. You have to make sure they don't sell out on you if you're in this stock. But don't panic when you first see red. It could just be profit taking. The stock price is going back up. Need another green bar taller than that yellow line for it to rise. Looks like they're going to give up on it. This is why I don't trade the cheaper stocks. They don't really drive them high enough for me. Before bailing out and taking a nickel or a dime. Good job, Elvis. $53 on RIME. So we're back to the breakout line now. This is why I don't trade the cheaper ones. I just don't see any sense in throwing a lot of money at them. Some of you guys are really good at it. I have to give you a golden star for that. It's just not for me. If you haven't taken a look at the SPY, it's falling. This is it right here. It's been falling the whole time. We found a couple of profit takers. Sometimes we defy the market, or I should say, sometimes we get blessed. Waiting on the next one. If you're unaware, when the market's crashing, we play this ETF here. It rises when the market's rising, and the other one, which is this one, it rises when the market is falling. So no matter which way the SPY heads, you can make money with SOXS or SOXL, depending on which direction the SPY is going. If it's going up, you want to play the XL. If it's going down, you want to play the XS. Those two ETFs are semiconductors, so when everything is kind of dead, we can still make money off of those two ETFs. So right now the SPY is falling. And we really could use a stock to move. At least a couple more. RIME pushing up now. White arrow trying to come in. Buyers are coming back in. Once again, I won't be buying this stock. Profit takers. Don't like the volatility of these cheap stocks. Good job, Elvis. Elvis hung on and played this candle here, I'm assuming, for 212 profit. So he probably saw that white arrow spike in there and disappear and popped in. Good job, Elvis. He was in for 1 minute to collect $212. That's pretty good pay. I love scalping. I've always loved scalping. There's nothing beats it, in my opinion. You're here, you can actually make your money before the market opens just by coming here and playing pre-market with us every morning. And you don't have to worry about the battle that's going on when the market does open. Gonna check TIGR. I played this stock last week for some nice profits. Looks like we had a big spike up, but then lost it. We had a few buyers come in, but no follow up. So put TIGR in your personal watch list to keep an eye on it throughout the day. Could be several opportunities to make profit on it. Doc, I'm waiting to see if that candle attracts other buyers. They could come back in and get the FOMO going in their head and they all start buying it. So we'll wait and see what happens for a few minutes. So if we see a green bar of buyers coming in, we know where they're coming from. They saw a green candle and they missed out and they're going to try to drive it up. Good job, Doc, on SOXL. He's playing those ETFs. He does every morning. So 180 for Doc on SOXL. I love those two ETFs. When the market is boring, you can go take a look at them and make a few dollars. It's kind of like backup profit. All right, YouTubers, it's that time of the morning. If you like what you see, hit the like button for me. It lets YouTube buy my coffee each morning while I stream to you guys for free for 1 hour a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're interested in joining our Discord, which will soon become a website, I'm moving off of Discord, you can hit the link at the top where you type in the chat, that white and yellow banner, join our Discord, then upgrade if you're interested in joining all the traders and getting the indicators. Of course, your premium membership doesn't come with Master Scalper or the My Blessing indicator. Those are separate purchases for $99 each. The monthly membership is only $79, and you've seen by what can happen this morning. That's easily covered. We'd love to have you on board, so come and join us on the premium side. We'd love to have you. I thank you for joining me this morning on YouTube, and as always, be blessed in your trading, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.